Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is Break the Loop, a turn-based RPG roguelite that I'm very excited to be checking out the demo for here today. It looks really good, so in we're going to go to see what it's all about. There's a demo coming out, I believe, on October 9th. I'm checking out a slightly more detailed version of that demo. So in we're going to go, see what it's all about. I love the style. And it's also the actual in-game style, too. It's nice. Like, it's simplistic, but it sure is, like, still stylized and also high quality. I saw it coming miles away and has nothing to do with my chronomancer abilities. In a hurry, you neglect my guide, survive a chrono apocalypse. But my genius can save you by following my instructions. You have a 98.7% chance of survival. Start by coordinating your actions, taking into account scope and energy. Skills have scope represented by these icons, so it's like the range. Understood. So this is an effective target, target and range. That's to figure out who we can hit. Energy defines the physical position of the heroes and their order of action. Wait, okay. So energy... The resource progressively charges in battle until it reaches 100, allowing heroes and monsters to take action by consuming a certain amount of energy. So it's sort of... It's basically going to be like our mana-ish and our turn order. Presumably some attacks take more energies than other, and therefore they wouldn't get pushed back as far in the turn order, or it wouldn't take as long for them to go again. Yeah, it's basically like a kind of a slightly more unique take on a timeline system, right? Ellison, attack the monster minion who has burned with your magma implosion to gain power. Power 1 for each charge of burn on a target. Gotcha. On death, inflicts 40 damage to the attacker. Well. God, this is so neat. And one less. You're welcome. Lay, now that minion has struck, use the echo you have accumulated to launch your special ice pick attack. You'll inflict additional damage based on the target's missing energy. Echo is a resource used by some heroes' skills. All heroes will generate one charge at the start of each turn for a max of 5. Each hero has an ultimate skill that uses 5 charges of Echo. So that's going to be right there. This uses 2. Bonus damage per missing energy on the target. Gotcha. Little smack. How dare you set me up for death in this tutorial? I entered the tutorial and 2 of my characters were dead. Don't worry, everything is going just as I expected. Lay, it's your time to shine. All you have to do is kill that last minion. Any attack will do. Okay. Yes, indeed. Enemies sometimes have singularities to observe, but I warned you that success was 98.7%, so I was right. This will allow me to finalize my apocalyptic survival guide, so it's a win-win. Some monsters have a singularity, represented by a star icon under the life bar. It's possible to temporarily neutralize its effect by using a skill that will apply silence. Okay. And a singularity is what? A buff? Just a passive? I think it's just like a passive effect. They just are calling it singularity, I'm pretty sure. Well, Mission 41 also failed, but at least they got me some flux on. That should make the next expedition easier. Everything that I always want to hear in a strategy roguelike. But hey... seems really cool, though. Seems very, very neat. I like the unique takes on the ideas that I've seen so far. I do like. During missions, collect Fluxon, a time resource that persists even on failure. Use them to unlock chrono talents that will improve your heroes throughout the adventure. Only 1 upgrade per category is active at a time, but you'll unlock more categories as you progress. So can we... Interesting. So we can pick these. I mean, hey, that's a neat thing. It's basically kind of like the Hades Mirror, but 1 extra option, which I do think that the Hades Mirror, if you're gonna do meta progression in a strategy roguelike, which I feel like, you know, hey. The Hades Mirror system is a good 1-2 rip. And this is kind of like it's a slightly more customizable version of that even, which seems neat. I guess I'll go for 2% damage. Yay! Compose the team. All right. Choose. Okay, so I do know that there's going to be 20 heroes. Okay, so I guess these are... Some are not in right now. We have 3 characters, and there's different class categories, I suppose. So we've got... Oh, Peeperbeard. It's not Pepperbeard, it's Peeperbeard. Okay, we can see all this stuff. I think I'm going to just pick him, and then we'll go in, otherwise we'll take too long. I mean, that's Rick Sanchez. I mean, that's just Rick Sanchez. Helmut the Leech. Zoe C. Zoe Z. Foxman. Albrecht. I do like a standard knight, but that man's a fox. Ellison. I do like Ellison's design quite a bit. But I'm going to go with the wolf. The wolf that has no eyes. In we go. Really neat. I would say, maybe it would be like better after, I guess, a win or something. Maybe it's already going to be an option, but the ability to mix and match and have 2 tanks or 2 brawlers would add a lot of flexibility to like how a run could go, you know? So just like, that's a lot of variety, having that as an option. Maybe after you've proved that you understand that, yes, there is a good way to do it. But this is a fun run, like a challenge run. Anyways, this is the result of my work, an ultra-sophisticated time machine. I've organized a simplistic interface adapted to your intellect. You can just put the circles in the circles. Yes, some circles have effects, but reassure me that you can read, right? Sweats nervously. Hostile encounter leads to a random dilemma. Wait, so we can make our own map, basically. You mean we don't have to just use the same grid every single time? Oh my god. We don't have to have the same branch chart every single time? That's cool. We can place it in any order we want. So you can't be like oh, I want this, but the order makes no sense. That's on you, man. Allows you to buy capsules. Contains a random amount of big coins. I mean, I'll start with obviously we're going to start with what sounds like a random item, maybe? Then we'll do a fight. And I don't know, a dialogue? So why can't I do these? Why are these locked? Is that meta progress? Is this meta progress? Or are these going to automatically go here for sure? This says locked, this says locked. Maybe it'll be like another zone or something like that. When we're out of the first segment, then this will go, and then we have a 4th option. Who knows? We'll just have to see. Do we start with any money? I don't know if we start with any money. Let's do it like that. That's a very smart system. Ah, yes, time for a pep talk. You're humanity's greatest heroes. Your courage is matched by your valor. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Rick Sanchez. Click on the first event to continue. Create a capsule. Critical Affliction Untouchable. Or reroll. I'll go for 1% crit chance for each 3% of the target's health that is missing. So it's probably... You're my healer. You're my tank. So I guess probably one of these two. Dope. Oh, that's so fun. There's so much juice here. So much visual juice. It's really cool. Like, the style is just... Mwah. Oh, that's so... Yeah, just... Oh, mwah. Magnifique, man. Oh, hello. All right. Welcome to the fight, everybody. Everybody's dying a bit already. All right, so what does Foxman have? Can I check? He had a passive, right? Everyone has a passive. Unbreakable immunizes against projection and silence. Ah, okay. Elite. Starts fight with Unbreakable 1 and gains 100 HP max and 10% damage. Okay. So we have this, which does damage and also reduces their energy. Basically, you could think of that like an attack speed debuff, I guess, sort of. It would push them back in the turn order, or at the very least, keep them from moving up. Give himself 2 armor, which reduces damage taken. Apply protection to the target. Cool. Protection. Gain attraction? Don't know what it... Oh, increase the energy, haste, and crit of somebody else. Costs 75 energy to do. I feel like, that's so... Oh, the juice level is off the charts. But that seems like a good thing to do early there. Does damage, bonus damage if they're weakened, aka about to die. Effects gives exhaustion, increasing the energy cost of their next skill, which means when they use a skill, they'll be pushed back further. And also reduce their energy. Gain 1 power and unlock Pack Walk. Which I don't know which one that is. I think just, basically ending this whole man's career. The man's whole career, even. So what do you got? You got, an attack that bleeds, inflict 20 damage yourself to heal somebody else for a lot. I mean, is our health... Do we heal between fights? If we don't heal between fights, first of all, yikes. I don't know. Consume bleeding to inflict damage, extra damage, and gain back max HP. We don't need to learn about these yet. We've already got a lot going on. We don't need to learn the ones that cost energy. Very cool. It's a fun healer class. It's kind of reminds me of the Flagellant from Darkest Dungeon. Do 45 to 52 damage, and then also silence. Lock skills, disable monsters passive. What is a lock skill? Also, do I get to see? There's no way I can see their passives. Shift, Alt, Control, right click, left click, tab. Right click, left click. Yeah, I think, I don't know. Personal preference, potentially. I usually do like it when in games like this, you do get to see the capabilities of your enemies, so you can, strategize better. Mileage may vary. Different people have different opinions on that one, because, some people also like it when you don't know. So you have to play more and figure it out. Okay. I think we could... I'll silence you. Let's... So cool. So cool. So he dodged it. Cool. He dodged it. Beep. Paper Beard. Has not done anything yet. Just does a ton of damage to a random target. Gain 2 critical, but also a 33% chance to suffer blindness, which, unfortunately, that's not listed on the side. It doesn't tell us what that is. I'm assuming that blindness is a miss, or at least a chance to miss. 2 to 4 burn of 50. 70 energy. Let's do this and just hope it... I also like that it flicked between the two. I was going to say, let's do this and hope it hits the back line. It did. Good deal. So this is going to be run through all of us. Ow. We got crit over there. Regen 35. Why does it say 35, 35, 35? Like there's level up tiers for it. I don't know. Can we hit the back line? Yes, we can. This uses a little bit more energy, but we can also theoretically guarantee a kill on it. See in hell. All right, we've got us back down to 1. I could give you a little bit of a heal. Very cool. And then as a result, I could heal somebody else or protect somebody else. I'll protect you. Whoop. Wait, what's this? Timer based on energy expended. Finishing the fight on time gives a bonus of chromium. If the red timer runs out, each hero suffers a dephasing. What? What does that mean? Bonus does a lot of damage, but honestly not much more than blind shooting. And apply fragility to yourself, which, I mean, if we have Tauntaun, it doesn't really matter. I think we pop him with the random because if he's the only target, it's not that random now, is it? It just does lots of damage. Puts a ballast 7. Okay. Place on the ground, triggered at the beginning of each turn. If a hero on the beacon loses HP from an attack, inflict 37 damage. Interesting. If the red timer runs out, we get a dephasing. I don't know if that means we, like, lose one of these. But I guess I'm just going to pop you and delay it here. Enemies seem to have, like, lots of health, though. Okay, the taunt does not prevent an AoE attack. Do a bunch of damage, do more damage based off of your missing HP. Yeah, I mean, considering we need to be done, son. Let's go ahead and pop him. This should be guaranteed kill. And then we don't hit the red timer. But yeah, something about the pacing of the fights. I am hoping to God you took more time than you had. You collect 7 big coins and 0 Chroniums. You don't even get meta currency? Wait, okay. So you're telling me you don't get meta currency if the fights take too long, but the fights might take too long because you don't have meta currency? I don't know if I like that. As long as there are 3 or more enemies, reduce damage taken by 15%. When your echo drops to 0, you gain attraction, which is 15 energy. At the beginning of a fight, a random enemy starts with a fragility. I'm going to put that on Foxman. Unfortunately, health stays? Oh, no. So we didn't even spend any time healing, and we still didn't meet the timer. That's very concerning. A whisperer faces the heroes and shouts, "Wait! I'm not an enemy! I managed to resist its spell! I can feel a glimmer of hope. Possibility of redemption. Together we can offer a new way, a way of justice." Oh, I like this. To check if it's not lying, let's ask a few questions. Once it will have a drunk gulp of my homemade booze, it'll it. Uh-huh. Unknown effect on either. This is cool. I'll escort him. The next 3 events on your route are corrupted. Extremely dangerous. Ah, yes. Allows you to buy capsules of great value. This doesn't look corrupted, though, at least. So, that last fight was not an increased difficulty fight. Okay. This only takes 40 energy, which is nice. Doesn't push us back that far, and we get rid of weakness. It also means, like, we aren't going to get meta currency because we have to take a turn to heal. Also, it didn't remove a negative effect. It lied. It literally lied to me. 2 random team buffs. A bunch of damage, self-inflict fragility. Also gives regen. Oh my. Cool. I've been weakened. Also, yeah, I don't know if I like that the echo stays... I mean, it's probably good that the echo stays between turns. I don't know, it's weird. It's so strange. So we can do damage to both of them and weaken them both. That feels like a good meet in the middle point there. Oh, this is so cool. God, it... There's a lot of really cool things here. There's also a couple choices that I definitely hope get re-examined before release. But... remove 1 affliction. Okay, so an affliction is only burn, bleeding, and poison. It is not a status effect like weakness. Understood. So, 40 damage to the attacker on death. I don't know. I don't like that these uses 80 energy, and I don't know what Pack Walk does. It doesn't say. Let's try and get a guy out of here. That was my reduced damage vibe. Yeah, that's not happening. 355, and they have that much. He has 540 health. And he just healed up all of the damage that I've done. That ain't happening, Captain. I guess we need to start getting a bleed on so that we can consume it for a heal, I suppose. We have to think long term. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of bleeding. I can't even target that guy on purpose if I wanted. I'm going to go for the random and hope. Thank God. He is going to take a lot of damage and maybe even die as a result. Ooh. On death, 40 damage to the attacker. We don't know who the attacker technically will be, though. I'm going to apply the protection back to the back line. Nice. So it looks like if we dodge, you dodge all of them. The regen's working. We could attack the back line, because you can take the hit. He's going to die to bleed, though. There's a really good chance that could do something good for us. Reduce the damage to the next skill. Exhaustion. I'm going to try and focus down one. We want to, like... I know that that guy's the elite one. But we want to try and get things out of here. Consume, bleed... to do extra damage, get back. I mean, we could do that, I guess. We could apply bleed to both of them. Yeah, sure. Pretty cool. Oh, that actually... Why does that do some of the most damage? And it's from our quote-unquote kind of like healer type man. That's great. I love that. Traction crit haste. I'm a little bit concerned. I feel like we're going to lose our taunt here. I'm going to go wild. I'm going to go wild. This timer, we're already at the 300, so that's a bit concerning. Nobody, okay, that was my hope. Nobody took that. Huge amount of damage. Exhaustion 2, 100% critical on targets under exhaustion. Okay, front line dies. This is... Okay. There's so much cool stuff here. There's so much cool stuff here. Is Chromium not the meta currency? Because, I mean, clearly you would understand what I'm saying, where it's like, the time where you need meta currency the most is when it's going to be really hard to get it. That doesn't make sense to me. All right, consume and heal. Not right now. I'm going to heal up you. I know we're on a timer, but, like, for the love of God, I need to make sure that we aren't completely screwed for the boss. 160. I don't know what the phase out is going to mean. It's probably the most likely way to just try and guarantee we can be done here. Done with this fight. Okay, good. The random target. He should die by bleed. The question is... 50. Oh! Cool. We have 5 left. And it was an elite. It took more time. Yeah, hey, understand. If this hero takes damage from an attack, inflict poison, a crit applies bleed. I mean, there's some, yeah. I think there's some, like a good argument for putting that on the man who can, he can't taunt, but he can do like a quasi-taunt, right? Huh. This has a 40%... this has a 40% discount and I can't afford it. It must be because these are higher value ones, right? So these are... Huh. The beginning of the fight, 1 random enemy gets fragility 1. I think that's just take more damage. When you spend all your echo, you gain 15 energy. Is very appealing. Basically, it's just like, I think that he's probably more likely to be alive. So it looks tougher, more destructive, faster, and snappier than the ones you've already met. But don't chicken out and prove to me that you can kill it faster than... Wait, prove to me that you can kill it faster than you can, and you'll be rewarded. Prove to me that you can kill it faster than you can. I don't think so. Okay, for 100 croniums? Dude, I don't have confidence without meta currency that we have any shot. What? You stole my mans? If you are not patient, a few slaps could bring him back to his senses. I could see this being potentially okay. If that counts as 3 hits, it does not. All right, then I'm disappointed. Then it makes sense though. Bonus damage if they're weakened. I guess we should probably wait a couple turns then. I mean, how much is he gonna really do to us? A lot. That's actually a big deal. If he used my energy, what on earth? He has my passives too. He has my passives too. No. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, so this hits both. I don't want to do that. That sucks so much. I can't do a random target. I have to do this. Or I guess I could try and increase my crit. We can figure out finally what blindness does. Well, we didn't get it, so that actually helps. Self-inflict heal. I don't know how much I'm missing because we clearly have some kind of penalty. I can't imagine that I'm not missing a lot, though. Delete the 52-52 bleeding. So it seems like we would want to wait a turn or something. I don't know how much health you have. Prevents you from discerning the health of your team or your opponents. But what's weird is I can. I can tell what the health is of these. I just can't tell what these guys are. Huh. I mean, I'm happy about that. But yeah, I literally couldn't tell you what health he's at. I would never be able to know. So I guess I'm literally just going to do this because there's a real shot that I'm close to death. Again, just the idea of popping you further back in the turn timer sounds really good. Something is coming. Attacking or being attacked weakens concentration. I don't know, dude. 2 random buffs to the team. But not himself. He's got regen already. He has a lot of fragility as is. I guess I'll just go for the buffs because, again, like, a lot of my attacks, I either have to A, put fragility on him. Okay, he's back. Don't die. Honestly? Oh, come on. He's using my freaking ult. He's using my freaking ult. Oh, wait. We can actually see your health now? And it's a lot. Okay. Oh, he takes up 2 slots. That's actually really good. That's really good that he takes up 2 slots, and now that guy's in the back. That actually is very helpful. I do want to know about that, but I'm afraid that the second I do it, I'm going to be pushed to the back. Not good. He is going to get... Oh! Oh! And then he got moved to the back. All right. God dang it, man. Unfortunately, yeah, it's kind of like I have to do it. Please, just whatever. Kill him. Honestly, kill him. Weaken them both. We could silence. He's immune to silence. I feel like weakness is going to be better than the taunt. We don't necessarily want to be taking that. Okay, we got him back. Helps. Are you exhausted? Exhaustion is not one of the ones you have. 100% crit. Surely it doesn't hit him twice. Surely not. Exhaustion 1. They're not weakened. I don't have any afflictions. I mean, timing-wise, it's optimal to use this when we have it at, you know, at full already. We got the crit. We got lucky. There's no bleeding on you. So you probably, honestly, if you do this, you probably freaking die. Consumes bleeding to inflict 60%. I mean, you have no bleeding on him. He's probably going to steal somebody again on his turn. Haste and critical. Reduce the energy cost of the next go. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't want to buff somebody because I don't want them to have the buffs and then get stolen. No. Well, at least we just... Oh, that works out really well that we just used that ult. Okay, Pyro Cannon will only hit him. Because I don't want to use the random, because I don't want to blast 100 damage on my own guy. That sounds like a huge mistake. Are you still immune to silence? You are not immune to silence now. Bonk him, bonk him. Oh, God. I see my health now. God, I hate that he uses my energy, too. The fact that he uses my energy as well. There's no good situation here. He's going to attack probably the front line. I could heal you. Is that going to keep him alive? Probably not. But this is just one of those things where I have to be like, God, am I supposed to think that I just didn't have enough meta currency? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I supposed to think that the fact that comes to the question, it comes to, of course he crits. Of course he crits. Of course he crits. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay. All right. Doesn't even matter that I taunted. Doesn't even matter that I taunted. Good to know. Good to know. I was gonna say let's die knowing about this, but we don't get to do that. Okay. We'll bump him back in the order a little bit. Stop looking that way. Silence. He's immune to that now. Yeah, the best I could do is, like, put him back into turn order, because I can't heal myself anymore. This didn't even do anything. I don't even know if he has a single target move, to be honest. So, at this point, there is no way I can win it at this point. Yeah. Rip. What's he at? Surely he won't hit me. Oh, he's on my side. And he crit again! He crit again. All right. Okay, so he's dead. I get my dog back. He gets to attack again, though. Oh, my lord, dude. There's no point to regen 35. Is it regen 35 3 times? But there's the annoying thing. Yeah, there's no point to do it right now. If he does 50 and sometimes 70 damage, spending a turn to regen 35, that doesn't do anything. I'm gonna like. Oh, and we also have exhaustion. Yeah, there's no way, dude. No way, dude. $77. I'm alive. I can ult. There's a chance. There's a chance with an ult. With a critical ult, there's a chance. Yes! There is a chance with a critical. We didn't even get the critical, though. Oh, my God. That was wild. Okay. But here's the thing. So they're all dephased. They are all dephased, meaning their max HP is reduced by 15% per charge. That is so brutal. Regen 40, 40, 40. Does that mean 3 turns of 40? That must just mean plus 20% damage and heals of the hero in front of him. I feel like you getting Vitalist seems really good. Is there more? There is more in this this version that we have. Very interesting. So this is I don't know that this is the meta currency. I think that it could be. I'm thinking it's not. I'm thinking it's not the meta currency. It's just the reroll stuff. Reroll the remaining events. Unlock a tile and an event. Gotcha. So if that's not the meta currency, and that's just this, that does help. That does make it better. That makes it a lot better. That's obviously a like a completely different thing. So delete your comment. Set a random modifier. Set a random modifier. Reroll the remaining events. Unlock a tile and an event. I just want to see what this means. Empty corrupted tile. So you could, like, sacrifice the health of 2 heroes to unlock their passive abilities. Ooh. Produce 2 capsules from 1 category. See, this is really cool. The fact that you can corrupt that, but obviously, like, extremely dangerous encounter, but improves their rewards. Leads to a random dilemma with no peaceful solution. Oh, so if we do it here, leads to a random dilemma in a hurry. Oh, in a hurry. What does that mean? But damages your capsule supply. Contains teeth and greed. Oh, my lord. Place all mandatory events. A dilemma in a hurry. Hostile encounter fast and quick. I guess a quick event. It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, the health staying between. I mean, I kind of want to see what this is all about. This is, I gotta say, it's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. But yeah, the unfortunate byproduct of, and I know, like, whatever, meta currency, meta progress, yeah. I get it. I talk about it quite a bit. The unfortunate thing that has to enter my mind when I'm playing a strategy game with meta currency is I'm like, okay, I'm trying to visualize how much quicker these fights would go if I had meta currency, because I have been intentionally stripped down in my strength, which makes these fights feel very slow. But if I have meta currency, would they not feel slow? But also, should I have to grind to make the game not feel slow is the thing. Like, I think that's an unfortunate question that I have to ask. Is like, is the lack of meta currency the big thing making these fights so slow? Like, if the enemies feel like they have so much health and things like that. Create a capsule from a predefined archetype. Trust your luck. Help your fellow man. Help. Concentrates the damage of affliction, reducing their duration by 1 stack and increases the damage of the first tick by 40%. Gaining a buff, the hero gains an additional stack of it. That seems really good for you. But all in all, like, it's very good, and these concerns are, like, balance things. And it could, it's the suggestion I have all the time. I'm not saying remove the meta currency. Would I prefer the game that way? Yes, but that doesn't matter. That's not what I'm suggesting. A mode with an intentional difficulty set, a roguelike mode within the roguelite that is optional, like no meta progress allowed, but the game is balanced around that level. Like having an option for that, I've seen games do it very, very well, and I really, really like that approach, especially in a strategy game where strategy is on the line, right? And I don't know if my strategic choices matter that much, because I don't know if I have grinded enough for my strategic choices to truly matter that much, right? Like, and I don't know. And it could be fine, but I just don't get to know. I'm going to finally figure out what Call of the Pack is about. I wish it explained on there, but we are going to do Trial by Fire. So we get an extra stack of it. Something is coming. Attacking or being attacked weakens concentration. Okay. The double burn is cool. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of the max health debuff that we kind of got here. We're going to do this and then have him do a taunt. Oh, never mind. We're going to get AoE'd. And that's the thing, and I know it's weird because in some games it works like this, some games it doesn't. I feel like a taunt. I know that it maybe should, in some people's head, not take up an AoE attack, but in like Darkest Dungeon it does, and I feel like that's very, very helpful to your game plan. Being able to, if I am taunting and protecting this guy and an AoE happens, he takes damage twice instead of him taking damage. I feel like that helps a lot. It makes it feel like there's a little bit more counterplay in terms of taunts. You get double the buffs. You are my carry. You are my absolute carry. Oh, that guy's dead. Again. Dephasing. Wait, again. Wait, he takes 2? He took 2 there? Yikes. Pack Walk. Just does a bunch of damage to 2 targets. I mean, it's good. I got all these buffs right now. So that actually probably is going to end up working very well because I added all those buffs before we did it. I do think it only applies to 1. Oh, my lord. Yeah, the boss stealing my guys and then spending all my energy really screwed me over all the way up until now, even. Right? That's kind of tough. Because I have never gotten to the point where I can use that right now. That's all right. That's all right. I'll just go ahead and... Oop, the dodge. Okay, that one's dead at the very least. That does help. You do lick wounds. Get that extra regen. Oh, well, he's dead. He's dead. He got crit. He got crit. He's dead. With a crit, you'd kill anyways? Do I expect a crit? Ooh! Do I expect a crit? No, but you can get it. The net value gain in that is really good. The big thing is it does feel like we kind of need to abuse the fact that there's only 1 guy left. And do a little bit of that stuff. We got crit again. He's dead. He's dead and there's nothing I can do about it, actually. I am ready to I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. It feels like we've kind of hit that that limit. No, you just didn't strategize well. Dude, the fact that I even have to consider the fact that it could be meta progression is my problem. It's not like it might not be. Whoop, pull out all the stops, do everything we can at this point. If we crit with this, it would be really helpful. He did the AoE attack. So we are gonna live. There's a chance that pushing him back in the turn order here is gonna be enough for us to get to go first. It's not. He did the AoE attack again. I live. I don't want to. I kind of want to die. But oh well. I lived! Did not quite make it. Starts fight with Unbreakable and get a 10% damage bonus while you have Unbreakable. Reduce the energy cost of skill number 3 by 50%, but once used, it's blocked. Huh. These are very cool. There's so much really cool stuff that I feel like, oh my god, I would sink my teeth into this so hard if I was playing with a completely unlocked meta progression file. You know? Like, okay, 30%. There's some really cool ideas. I really like this. Gains 30% damage and healing. If the timer reaches 0, the hero automatically suffers dephasing. This is a really cool idea. It's dangerous, but I really like it. You have Unbreakable from something else, so that works very well. But we are going to call it there. We're going to call it there. Or I guess, fine. I'll go in and I'll die. So let's go in and die real quick. It shouldn't take long. So that we can figure out how much currency you get to see what that system looks like. See what kind of stuff you get. Just punch a man. Just punch a man. I love the visual effects. I love the design. The characters are very flavorful. The moves are super cool and unique. Some of the clarity on attacks is not perfect. There are some missing tooltips. But like the timeline system is very clever with the energy. The timeline system for making the map is very cool. My concerns with it are strictly down to like balance and structure. Because like if you're wanting to grind a game, this stuff is irrelevant to you. Everything I'm saying is irrelevant to you. If you are intentionally wanting to grind, this is irrelevant to you. Some people like that. I get it. But what's happening? There's a small bug that's happening with that. Doesn't really matter. All right, so we get a game over here. Let's go back and see what is up. Chromium Transfer 25. Fluxon Harvest 2. How do I know how much Fluxon I got? You've unlocked the Superior modifier, the second Chrono talent. Ojojin. What threat do you want to face? Eldritch or Zombie? That's pretty fun. You gonna pick that? Oh, we unlocked this guy, but we already kind of had him. So, Chrono Talent. So, what do you mean we unlocked the second Chrono Talent? So, we got 2 points. So, I can increase my health by 10%. You know. Or start with 8 coins. Or we could do 5 times that so that 3 heroes start with a common capsule. Like, these are things that they're not that big of a deal, really. Like, they would change it a bit. I don't think that you're going to get, like, Giga Strong. But all of these maxed out would make a difference, for sure. Like, it would make a difference. Yeah, 10% here, 20% here, a couple things here. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal. I'm not going to sit here and say that those are massive game changers, but you certainly do have to keep that in mind, and it feels like the pacing of the game would feel a lot smoother when you have all that stuff unlocked. I think the pace would feel better. It's harming the pace is the thing, I think. But God, the game is very cool. Don't let that... I get it. I know some people are going to say you talked about it too much. The core thing is it does actually impact the game in a lot of ways. That one decision that is seemingly harmless or even beneficial to some does actually have a lot of ramifications in how I have to perceive this game. And but overall, I do think it's really, really good. I think it's really good. I think visually it's doing a lot of great things. Like, I love this style. I think a lot of the characters are very, very cool. I'm very curious to see what the other characters look like. I think a lot of the upgrades and the perks are very cool. The boss was interestingly designed, if a bit extremely frustrating, the fact that he stole my guys and used my energy. That was the real slap of the face, is that he used my energy. But the thing is, you would fight him again and you would just use your energy so he doesn't. But it does mean you can't ult him, really. You know, it's weird. It's weird, but he's a cool boss. I'm not going to fault that, like, the boss. I think he was cool. So all of my stuff, I want to say 98% positive on this. The 2% is just like I don't know. It's mostly a me thing, but I know that there's enough people out here that watch my channel that feel the similar way, so I got to mention it. Alas, that is that. That's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel, roguelikes and more, and roguelites every single day. And I will see you next time. Bye.